Boom, Rudy!
Boom!
How are you, my friend? What a
I
great
am
Tuesday
great.
morning.
It's a great Tuesday morning, man. It's a great Tuesday morning. How's it
Or
going with you?
afternoon for you, and it's now officially afternoon for me too. Happy
I
afternoon.
know. Happy afternoon, man. How's it going? How's it going with you?
You know what? It is. I'm going to use Mr. Jonathan Cross's term. I'm on the
Yes.
top shelf looking up.
Me too.
I'm on the
Me
top
too.
shelf looking up. That is. I mean, it's. We had a good party last night, and there's some great conversation going on last night.
Right.
I'm just so grateful to be
Yes.
part of something that is like this. It's hard to put into words. It's hard to explain, but so grateful to be part of something like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I was just sharing this on my just doing a watch party
Yeah.
right now on my page.
Hmm.
So it's amazing because we being here, being part of this organization itself, it's awesome. It's
Hmm.
awesome. I know you and I we were on the morning environment call this morning,
Right.
and the technology, man. I mean, I keep thinking about it.
Yes.
I keep thinking about the technology and what we are creating in this ecosystem. So I know we have a lot of things to go through today, but let's just kind of jump in the first one, man.
Well, exactly. I was on the call. I kept listening to it, and Mr. Ronell Sylvester, one of your and my mentors, was talking about it, and he laid it out so brilliantly this morning. Because people will say, well, what are you guys? Are you a travel company, a technology company? Are you now a cellular company, a vibrate company? And the answer to that question is yes, we're all of
Yeah,
it. You know,
exactly.
but it goes back to the whole thing of concept of data analytics. And
Yes,
people are like, I don't understand that. What does that mean? I
yes,
wind coming through New York. I love it. Uh, Data analytics. The best analogy Ronell used this morning. If you have Netflix, if you have Hulu, if you have Amazon Prime, even if you're out on YouTube and you start watching something, all of a sudden appearing are things that say, hey, um, would you like to view this? And it's based on what you just did. So there's something
absolutely.
behind the scenes capturing that. That's what we're doing too with iboomerang. We're not stalking, but we're watching to see what your interest is to say, hey, we have a better solution. We have something to offer you at a discounted rate.
Right. I mean, you mentioned about stalking. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I first started, when I first, I can't remember when when I first created an account on Facebook, right?
Right,
But
right,
I was studying data science. I was taking a course in data science at some
mm-hmm.
point,
Right,
and one of the things I learned was we do a lot of input data
right.
everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
right? We do a lot of input data. We input data on Facebook. We input data everywhere we are. We inputting data. But at
Right.
the end of the day, we don't even think about it.
No, we don't.
And
We
at some
don't.
point, after, I mean, I heard Mr. Edwin Hayes actually mentioned at the event in Maryland over the
Mhm.
weekend, and it's so true because even after a phone call conversation, you can actually see an ad running on your Facebook page related to your phone call.
Yes,
Like
exactly right.
what you just spoke about on the phone is
That's
actually
right.
appearing live right there.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly right.
it's amazing because all these companies actually use big data and data analytics to actually synchronize and understand the customers better.
That's right. I mean, why do you think all these stores have these, frequent flyer accounts, if you will, or merchant accounts out there? So
Right,
you scan your little key tag, or you scan your UPC cut off your phone to get that discount at CVS and Target and wherever else you may be shopping. But guess
right,
what? They're gathering data on what you're buying so that they can provide to you information to say, hey, you may be getting low on this. Here's our price.
absolutely. I mean, absolutely. That's the way it works. And being in a boomerang, right, I can
Hmm.
only imagine. I can only imagine how many products
Yes.
for somebody who is out there, for somebody who is watching this, who is not yet in a boomerang,
Right.
right? This is an opportunity where
That's
a
right.
company which is just like, has the same technology
Hmm.
or even advanced technology than what Uber, Amazon, Facebook, all these giant tech companies actually do have.
That's right.
You know, and we're going to be utilizing all the customers' data to understand the customers. And you, as an ambassador, you have no responsibility over that.
No, exactly. None whatsoever. They're taking care of that for us. We don't have to reach out to our, 100, 200, whatever number of customers we have and say, hey guys, this is a new, a special rate coming up for this cruise or this trip or whatever. They know that that's what that person's interested in, and that's what they're reaching for.
Absolutely. I mean, because just like Mr. Hottenbach said, because we understand the customer.
Right.
We know the customer took a hotel. We know the customer when they arrive.
Right.
And as soon as they arrive, we're giving them vibe ride.
Right.
You know, and again, the first two rides of the customer, we're actually letting them know you can actually save money, book your first ride with vibe ride, and you save 25 or 50 bucks, however it is, on your next hotel booking.
Exactly. So, it blew my mind as I was listening to it, and I thought about, I went out on Amazon Prime the other night and just watched something, and then all of a sudden it's appearing, hey, you might want to watch this or whatever. Or when you do your, on YouTube, the same thing. And I know a lot of people are saying, I was just in a focus group that was talking about this, and they were saying, I don't want someone to get that kind of information on me. It's like it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I can't stop the rain. We really can't stop them gathering that data because that's just part of our environment these days, our culture. The smart TVs that we have, they're watching what we watch.
Yes.
If you want to get rid of this and go back to a landline, you're going to eliminate some of it. But guess what? That landline is hooked into the Wi-Fi, which is hooked into data analytics. And they're going to know. They're going to know.
They're also collecting data. I mean, even the telephone companies.
Right.
What are you talking about? The telephone companies, even the landlines, just like you said. That's why you see all these telephone companies. They are not going to sell you just the package, just the telephone landline.
No, they're not.
Always have the TV and the internet in the bundle.
Exactly right. And they do that for a reason, because that is what our society is. And I look at it this way. What we're doing is not collecting data on you. What we're doing is trying to help you have a better way of life.
Absolutely. I mean, that's where it is, because all the data that's been collected from these companies, or for Facebook or LinkedIn or Amazon, at the end of the day, they all want to understand the customers. It's to better serve the customer, and that's what ibüümerang is all about.
Exactly.
That's what ibüümerang is all about. A big data analytics company. That's who we are.
That's who we are. So when you think about that, and you think about what is out there, and the real difference between someone said, if you're a technology company, then how are you different from Expedia or from Priceline or Hotels.com or whatever?
Right.
The way we're different is we are a technology company.
Sure.
But our partner is one of the most awarded, respected travel companies in the world. And that's where we get that wholesale behind the curtain pricing that we can offer to our customers and guarantee them they will get the lowest rate.
I mean, you're talking about guarantee. That's 110% guarantee, 110% price match guarantee.
Right.
It's amazing because we've been in a position. I've never seen a company that can actually guarantee you 110%.
Right. 110%. I mean, I wish grocery stores would do that, or that the big box stores. Because if I go, it's inevitable. I go to one grocery store and then go to another one because they all don't carry the same thing, and I'll see that same product $6 cheaper over here than it was over here, and I'm like, I should have waited. That's not a problem here. We took care of that for you.
Right. I mean, that's what it is. But I'm looking at what was said at the event over this weekend.
Right.
Because when we go back to what Mr. Edwin Hayes actually said, he mentioned three things. I want us to go through. I know yesterday we actually spoke about a little bit being organized.
Right.
But I want us to take a step back at the first item that he said, getting mad. I mean, when you hear about getting mad, what comes to mind?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that you're angry. If you're mad,
Yes.
you're angry. That's what we equate it to. But he has an amazing definition for mad. Go ahead.
Make a decision.
Make a decision. And here's something.
It doesn't matter what the decision is all about.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I'll put this kind of into perspective for you. Everything you do, every single thing you do requires a decision.
Absolutely.
If you blink your eyes, your brain is sending a signal to your eyelids saying it's time for you to blink your eyes. That's a decision.
Absolutely. Yes.
There's routine decisions like, you wake up before the alarm goes off, but your mind is programmed for that. Everything is a decision. And it's like we talked about yesterday. If you procrastinate, procrastination is the assassination of your destination. I love it. Yeah. So get mad.
Mr. Abraham said get mad, right? And when he mentioned getting mad, I thought about it to myself. I said, but getting mad, making a decision. I mean, we can all decide about anything.
Right.
We are, just like you said, every movement or every change that we're trying to implement in our lives is actually making a decision.
Right. Exactly.
But now, what are you getting mad about? Like, what is that situation around your life?
Right.
That you're so uncomfortable with it. I mean, we are almost at the end of the third quarter of the year, and we're getting into the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like, this is the moment. This is the moment.
This
is the moment to get mad about everything that you dislike about your life, about anything that you dislike about your situation, your business, your career. Like, where do you want to see yourself to be?
That's right. And when he talks about making that decision, and you couple that with the training that he does and that Mr. Holton Bugs does, when you make a decision, sometimes that decision does not bring immediate results. Sometimes you have to make a decision, say, all right, I'm going to look at this over an 18-month period. I'm going to look into the future. Because if you're going to make a quick decision, you're probably sitting at a restaurant with a menu in front of you saying, okay, I'll have this to eat tonight.
Right.
That's a very fast. But when you talk about the decisions that he's talking about, the mad decisions, you've got to look at that and say, I am committing to this. And if you say to yourself, you know what, this isn't the right time for me, guess what? You just made a decision.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm talking about timing. Somebody, I used to say, I used to hear people say, no, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do whatever. I don't have the time to do this business. I don't have the time to commit to anything. I'm too busy with my schedule. My schedule is crazy. I have too many things going on.
Right.
But I said, hey, like, we all have 24 hours.
Exactly.
We all have 24 hours. And I understand some people want to sleep more than others do.
What is that?
But at the end of the day, it's about prioritization.
It is. What is important to you? And part of that, Matt, is not only make a decision, but what does it take to get you to that point, to get you mad? What is it in your life? We talked yesterday about being in your comfort zone. And if you are in your comfort zone, you're not on the road to success.
Yeah, of course.
You're just stuck in traffic if you're in your comfort zone. If you want to get out and to move it to the next level, you've got to get out of that comfort zone and just say, I'm willing to take this risk to see what's happening out here.
As soon as possible. You got to get out of it as soon as
Absolutely.
possible, man. As soon as possible. Because when I think about a comfort zone is a position where like there's no change.
Right. Right.
There's nothing going on. You feel okay. You feel all right. You feel like you feel like I am just the same. And you're gonna stay the same over time.
That's right. You're
gonna stay the same over time. However that duration is, it could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. At the end of the day, you are not making any improvement in your life. That's one of the things that I really love about being in an environment that's just like we are, because this is not just a business. This is not just a community. This is an environment where people actually grow.
Mm-hmm. They do. And that's a big part of what Mr. Bugs has set up as part of this company, is that it's not just about us providing, a savings, helping people get out of debt. In order to do that, you've got to be the best version of yourself possible. We talk last night at the Good Party. It's not about the products that we have that we're promoting. It's about the vision that Mr. Bugs and his executive team has that we promote. Once you get that vision, you see what it's all about.
Absolutely. I was thinking about it this morning. I said, for most of the motivational speakers that you're going to hear around the world, who people actually follow,
right?
Like almost every motivational speaker that you hear, that you listen to, that you watch on YouTube, they all share something in common, because they've all realized there is a bigger self. There is a bigger self than who we are, and that's the message that they keep preaching. And I was looking at the relationship of that with our industry.
Right.
I realized I would say almost 50% of motivational speakers out there right now on the internet are actually products of our industry.
Oh, absolutely. I am right there. I mean, absolutely it is. And I even heard one person, I can't remember who it was now, that said this about motivational speakers. They said a motivational speaker is really an oxymoron, because I cannot motivate Rudy. I might inspire you to think differently, but I can't motivate you. Motivation has to come from within.
Right. And from motivation coming from within, you're looking at an environment where you find yourself.
Exactly.
The people that you associate yourself with, the people you talk to, the people, the community that you interact with. So all those community put together, those are the people that actually build the environment for you to be motivated.
And absolutely, can you imagine, 7,000 people all in that same environment, all saying, I get it, I'm here to support you. I mean, I will never forget. I mean, it was one of the most poignant moments in our time in Vegas. At the very end, everyone in the arena stood up and we held hands, and we sang, "We are the champions," the Queen.
We are the champions. I mean, that moment itself,
that moment
there, holding hands, 7,000 people in the room, including the CEO.
He started it.
We are the champions. That was incredible, man.
That was incredible. I mean, talk about being motivated from within. That came from within. And we shared it with the other 6,999 people that were next to us.
Right.
But we all saw it. We all felt it. We all walked out of there with a different perspective. And I remember thinking, you and I walked out of the arena, and who was one of the first people we saw? Mr. Donaldson. Big D was standing right there.
Big D was right there.
And gave us both a hug, and we talked, and it was like, oh my God, this is the moment. This is the moment where you realize everything changes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When thinking about everything changes, you're looking at people whom you've actually seen. You've seen on the internet, people you've been connected through Facebook and LinkedIn. We all came together from different parts of the world. We all came together and we have the same mindset, because everywhere we are. I was talking. One of my nephews actually called me up. He just graduated from high school, and he said, "Hey, uncle, I'm looking for a job, but there's also somebody telling me about network marketing business, and I don't know if I should do it or not." I said, you have no excuse. Do it. I said, because you know what you're going to learn, who you're going to become from being that person. I don't care if you're successful or not. It doesn't matter. Who you're going to become from being in that environment. You will never, ever learn that in any college in the world.
No, you won't. That's exactly right. You will not learn that in any college in the world. What we have here, just the relationships, the camaraderie, and knowing that we're learning from people who have been probably lower than any of us ever will be.
Right.
I mean, in poverty. I love Jonathan Green's story that he tells out of Atlanta. Jonathan, he grew up in a trailer, and when he moved, moved around, he was in a trailer. And when he went to Atlanta for the first time and moved there, he got to Atlanta. He said to his friends, he said, "You guys don't have trailers here?" And the guy goes, You didn't have trailers here? None of them did not know that you were to live in something other than a trailer. That's all he knew.
Exactly.
And now today he is a 7-8 figure earner. You know,
look at that.
It just goes to show you that mindset of what you are raised with and the environment you're raised in, until you're willing to break out of that and look beyond that, do you not begin to see what's really out there for you to create?
Right. I mean, there's a whole new world of new possibilities, you know. And I know we can talk about, we can have a long conversation about possibilities here, but you know, but you know, being in an environment like we are,
right,
being in an environment, you know, in ibüümerang, because I mean, there are tons of different companies out there, you know.
right.
But at the end of the day, you really want to look at the leadership, because I mean, leadership matters a lot, you know.
Everything.
Leadership matters a lot, because just like every nation, there is a leader, you know? And the culture of those people, the culture of the nation depends on what the leader portrays.
Absolutely.
You know, and we being in ibüümerang, we're looking at the leadership of Mr. Huttenbox, of who he is, who he has been, and who he's being recognized to be. You know, and we are just so privileged to learn so much from. I know yesterday we talked about actually how much people do pay Mr. Edwin Haynes like $5,000 an hour.
I know.
To be his mentor for coaching, and we are having this moment for free.
Exactly, and they're doing it because this is what drives them. This is where they get their satisfaction and gratification from, is watching and seeing what we're doing, what's transpiring and taking place. You know, it's not. I remember my very first endeavor into network marketing was selling healthy chocolate, and I had to buy so much chocolate each month, and I had to get distributors, and I just got fat eating healthy chocolate because I couldn't do it. I'm like, this stuff is. I mean, I didn't even like the taste of it, but I did it. This is so different, because this is not about selling something. It's about providing people with an opportunity to have a better life, staying in 5-star hotels for 3-star prices. I mean, if you've ever been on an airline or at a hotel and got upgraded for free, you know how you felt. Imagine that is going to be your experience every time. I go.
Every time. And just imagine that actually being applicable, not just in your travel, but that being applicable on everything else that you do in your life.
Everything else you do.
With your cell phone, you know, with your cell phone, with your ride share, like everything is covered.
Exactly. And we already have the golfing, the amusement parks, the wine, the restaurants, all of that. And that's just the beginning. I can't wait to hear what's next.
I mean, I know he's been hesitant to actually say the next thing, like what's in the pipeline. But I mean, I'm super excited right now with Vibrite.
Oh my gosh!
I'm super excited right now with Vibrite, and anything else that's gonna come, I'm just gonna be like, you know, that's gonna be like an aha moment.
Yeah, I love it when you tell someone about you know, the travel opportunity, and they go, so how do you guys make money if you guarantee they save money? So you kind of explain that. I cannot wait until someone says, how do you guys make money when the driver earns 100% of his fare, has the potential to earn 100% of his fare?
Right.
All I can say is sit back and watch.
Sit back and watch.
Sit back and watch. That's exactly right.
I love it, man. You know, so as we're about, you know, I'm looking at different options. You know, I know we've spoken about different aspects of business and everything, but looking at somebody who wants to join ibüümerang, looking at somebody who is thinking about, you know, I'm a real estate agent, or maybe I'm a salesperson, maybe I work in a grocery store, I do whatever. How could this actually apply to them? Like, you know, how can they become part of ibüümerang?
Real easy. I mean, first of all, if you're watching this, whoever is sending this to you, I know that Susan and Bev and Kelly and Peggy are all sending out things right now saying, hey, look at these guys. We got it on YouTube. It'll be posted on Facebook and out on Twitter, everywhere else by afternoon. Whoever sends it to you, get back with them and just say, me, if you want an ibüümerang, or say, tell me more if you want to learn more about the opportunity. And if you're not sure, at least get a boomerang and go out there and look and see what it's all about. Learn from it. You know,
Learn from it. Yeah.
I would say if you know anybody other than yourself, you're a potential ambassador for this company.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know, I love having this conversation with you, man. Always fun, always so much fun, always happy because I mean, look at what I went to Maryland, right? And I saw tons of our ambassadors, and they said, "Oh, I saw you on Facebook. I love what you guys are doing." And you know, Big D said you support us so much. Big D said,
I saw him there.
Really, man. Oh, I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah.
When Big D said that, I was like, oh my God, Big D. He's like, yes, Rudy, keep on going with Bart. You guys, I love the fact that you guys are so authentic, so unscripted, unscripted, and you guys just keep helping people out there, and that's what it is.
I mean, exactly. I mean, last night people were telling me. I mean, Angela made some comments to me last night about watching us. Now she's on today watching us. I mean, it's amazing that all we're really doing is having a dialogue to keep the conversation going.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
People have particular topics they want us to discuss. Throw those in the comments. We'll chat about those. We might tell you we don't know, but we'll find out, and we'll find out for you.
I mean, questions like some people are like, oh, I have a question about this. I have a question about this. I don't want to join yet. Have a clarification about this. Put those questions in the comments. Put it somewhere in the comments.
Absolutely.
You know, we're gonna get back to you. We're gonna have a video about it, so you can actually watch the video or share the video with your friends and family, and you know that's what it is.
Yeah, I think our Facebook page is up to 300 followers now.
Oh my God! In less than
today is what, day 21. Happy 21st birthday! I think they 21 days in a row. Something like that. It's like 21 days in a row or something. We've been doing that.
Wow! I love this, man. I love this. I just can't wait for us. You know, I know at some point the leadership are watching us. They're actually excited about us doing this, and you know, I just love the fact that we're actually out there helping people, and we can't wait to have Silas on the line.
Oh, we got to get hold of Silas again. I mean, I saw Silas this morning. He is blowing it up, and I want to hear from him what he's doing because he's got the perfect persona, the perfect attitude. He grabs that vision and moves with it. I'll reach out to him today and see if he's available tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday to join us. I mean, I can't wait to hear from him.
Oh man, I just love doing this, man. Thank you so much, Bart.
Thank you, Rudy. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys. Oh, guess who just said hello, guys? Hello, Yolanda George.
Oh, man. Hello, Yolanda George. So nice to have you on the line.
I love it. Rudy, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do it once more.
Absolutely, man.
Happy 21st birthday. Boom.
Boom.